This is question number 8 of QZ5 for chapter 5. When real income, the demand curve for money shifts to the right or left, and the interest rate increases or decreases, everything else held constant. So this question is about what happens to the equilibrium interest rate when the real income either increases or decreases. And because the setup mentions the demand curve for money, so we need to use the Liquidity Preference Framework to analyze the equilibrium interest rate. So if you check my lecture slides, the Liquidity Preference Framework, this is about supply and demand for money. So in this framework, the demand for money is downward sloping because here the interest rate is on the vertical axis and the quantity of money is on the horizontal axis. So when because the interest rate is basically the opportunity cost of holding money. If you hold money, you're holding cash, hence you lose the opportunity to save that money in the bank and earn interest. Hence the interest rate is your lost opportunity, and that's called opportunity cost. That's why this we have a downward sloping. The higher the interest rate, the higher the opportunity cost of holding money, hence the less incentive you want to hold money. And in this framework, the supply of the money is assumed to be controlled by the central government, so Federal Reserve, hence it's outside of the investors or bondholders control, and hence in this model it's vertical, so it's not fluctuating with the interest rate. So the real income, the more income you have, the more money you probably want to hold in your pocket because you want to buy more goods. And that's also discussed in this lecture slides, the income effect. A higher level of income will cause the demand for money to increase. Hence, the demand curve will shift to the right. But also it could be other way around too, right? The lower income could also lower the demand for money and also shift the demand curve to the left. So both ways could happen. If you increase the money demand, so shift here, originally the point, the equilibrium interest rate is here. Once you shift the demand curve to the right, the new equilibrium interest rate will rise, right? Compared here, the point will be somewhere here. So the equilibrium interest rate will increase. And if you decrease the money supply, if you decrease the real income, then the money demand will decrease, and hence the interest rate also will decrease. So we just find one of the 4 choices have to match one of those 2 answers. So we just say which one actually matches that, and that's B right here. Rises, right, and rises, and it could also be 4s left and 4s, but such we can't find that answer here, so only B is correct.